Good morning, children. Take care of the earth and she will take care of you. Yes, children, we have to look after our environment so that the environment can look after us. And that is the story about the lonely giraffe today. So, let's read. Tuck, tuck, there was a loud knock on the window. Krish did not move as he was fast asleep. He had tired himself by riding his new bicycle all day. Tuck, 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 there was a knock again, a little louder this time. Krish tossed and turned in his bed, ignoring the sound. When the sound became louder, Krish switched on the lamp and got up from his bed. What is that sound? Krish wondered as he heard the soft moaning. He slowly moved across the room to check where the sound was coming from. Krish realized that the sound was coming from the window. Though he was little hesitant to open the window, he was too curious to ignore it. Krish carefully walked up to the window. He pushed the curtains aside. To his amazement, he saw a baby giraffe with a worried look in his eyes. Oh, a giraffe at my window? He pinched himself to make sure that he wasn't dreaming. Krish opened the window. So now it is a story about a giraffe and a boy. So now Krish was sleeping in his room and he heard a knock at the window. He said, "Who was knocking me?" He was fast asleep, but then somebody was knocking continuously. So he went and saw that there was a giraffe, a baby giraffe who was standing there. Water, water, I need some water, the giraffe said. Oh, water, you need some water? Just stay right here. I will go get some water, murmured Krish and rushed to the kitchen. He took a big bowl and emptied a bottle full of water in it. He then took the bowl and hurried to his room. Dripping water all the way, Krish still couldn't believe that there was a talking giraffe at his window. Here, have some water. He eagerly kept the bowl of water in the window ledge. The giraffe lapped the water. Thanks a lot, I was very thirsty. The giraffe was relieved. The lake has no water in it, the giraffe told Krish with tears in his eyes. Would you like to come inside? Krish asked the giraffe with concern. So now the giraffe said, I want to have some water, I am very thirsty. So Krish went and got a big bowl of water for him. So giraffe drank that water and he said, there is no water in the lake and that is the reason I had to knock your window. So Krish is saying, if you want to come inside in my room, you can come. No, thank you. I am so big I wouldn't fit in your room, said the giraffe, happy to see Krish. How did you reach here? Krish sat on the ledge to talk to the giraffe. Oh, you really want to know? It's a long story, said the giraffe. I would love to know your story, Krish replied with interest. So now giraffe is saying, I am too big, I will not fit in your room. So Krish is saying, but what happened? How did you reach to my window? So now Greg is going to tell Krish the story. My name is Greg. I was sleeping with my parents under a big tree. After some time I was thirsty and did not want to disturb my parents. They were really tired looking for food and water. On hearing this, Krish interrupted. Look for food all day? Don't you eat leaves? Aren't there any leaves in the forest? There are only few trees left there. There are very few trees left. Other trees are dried and there is no water. When I went to the nearby lake, there was no water in it. So I wandered around in search of water and then the giraffe started sobbing. So now Greg is saying that I was sleeping with my parents. However, I felt thirsty. So I went up and looked for water. But because the lake was empty, I have to come to your window. So now, and then you realized you had lost your way. You were neither able to find water nor could you go back to your parents, said Krish, feeling sad for the giraffe. Yes, and then I spotted your house and knocked. I am lost. Now I want to go back to my parents, said Greg with tear-filled eyes. Don't cry. I will help you to find your parents. You can stay here tonight, Krish suggested. In the morning, Krish introduced his parents to Greg. Krish and Greg went to garden where he enjoyed some juicy leaves and mango trees. Soon Krish and his father decided to take Greg to meet his family. As they reached the jungle, they were surprised to see a tree with dry leaves. The once luscious green forest was now a dry patch of land. They crossed the monkey and bird looking for food and shelter. So now Krish said, you can stay with me and morning we'll go and look for your family. So now Krish's father and Greg went in the forest. After walking for some time, they reached a dry lake next to a small field. This is my house, said Greg, overjoyed. But the joy was short-lived. Where there is a big tree, he looked around his dismiss. And where are my parents? He panicked. It seems that the tree has been cut down, said Krish's father in a sad voice. Suddenly, Greg heard a noise from behind. Greg's parents came leaping towards him and started licking him. They were happy to find that they have found their son. What happened to the trees? Asked Greg worriedly. Son, these humans are selfish. They cut the beautiful trees last night, replied Greg's parents. But what they do not realize that trees give us life. Destroying them will not only harm animals but also human beings, said Greg. Greg's father sharing the concern of environment. Krish had an idea. I will plant at least 5 trees on my birthday every year. I will request my friends to plant trees, and said Krish with determination. So after hearing all this, Krish said that on my birthday I will plant at least 5 trees and will also ask my friends to plant trees. That's a wonderful idea, son, said Krish's father, and he was very proud. Your mother and I will also do the same on your birthday. This way we can make a small contribution to help and save a habitant of a forest friend. Greg's parents thanked Krish and his father for looking after their son. What will you do now? Krish asked Giraffe's family. Oh, we will move on like other animals to look for a better place with lot of greenery and water, Greg's mother replied. So now Krish asked Greg, now what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? So Greg's mother said, now we will move like other animals in search of food and water and a better place to live where there is a lot of greenery and water. And after saying this, they moved away. So children, keeping our environment safe, not cutting trees, not destroying things are very, very important. When you keep your environment safe, you get better results. Okay, so try to plant as much trees as you can, water your plants and keep them healthy and fit. I will see you in the next class. Till that time, bye bye.